It's a 3-week sprint to the Texas high school football playoffs with playoff positioning on the line. These are the picks. Welcome into the picks, your guide to the Texas high school football weekend. My name is Greg Tepper of Dave Campbell's Texas Football and TexasFootball.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to Week 9 of the 2021 Texas high school football season, and things are starting to get a little tight. We are actually, at this moment, halfway through the 2021 Texas high school football season. We are as close to the beginning of the season as we are to AT&T Stadium and the state championship game. So, yeah, a lot on the line, right? Teams are starting to punch their tickets. Teams are trying to get that top seed, and teams, let's be honest, starting to think about blowing up basketballs. Huge games everywhere you look across the state. We start in Lubbock. 7:30 p.m. Friday night at Eagle Field in Lubbock. It is a battle of unbeatens in the 3A ranks as the Abernathy Antelopes take on the Lubbock Roosevelt Eagles. What are the keys to this matchup? Key number 1, the best defense in Texas. I am not just blowing smoke. Lubbock Roosevelt has statistically the best defense in Texas. They've given up 14 points in 7 games. Yeah, 2 of those points were on a safety. So defense really only given up 12 points on the season. It's been absolutely outrageous with Jamal Riggins and J.J. Diaz. They have absolutely lit up teams defensively. Offense been pretty good as well, but the defense, my goodness, for Coach Matt Landers' squad. So, can anyone find a way through the best defense in Texas? Key number 2, the Antelopes' offensive evolution. So let's flash back to 2019, right? That was the last year for head coach Darryl Daly there at Abernathy, and they ran the ball 72% of the time. Now, part of it is that they had one of the best running quarterbacks in the state in Bryson Daly, as evidenced by the fact that he is now playing at Army. They run the triple option. Now, flash forward to 2021. This is the second year for Coach Justin Wiley, and they're running the ball only about 50% of the time. And the real reason why is quarterback Jess Hull, who has stepped up in a big way. He has really given this offense life. And what I really like about what Coach Justin Wiley and that staff is doing is they're fitting the scheme to the personnel. You got great wide receivers like Anthony White, and of course you got a quarterback who can sling it. So far, Abernathy's offense has been absolutely outstanding, and the evolution has not hit any sort of snag. Can that continue in this battle of unbeatens? And key number 3, Roosevelt's big test. Let's address the elephant in the room in this one. Abernathy is 7-0. Lubbock Roosevelt is 7-0. These are probably not the same kind of 7-0. Lubbock Roosevelt's opponents this year are a combined 20-32 on the year. In fact, according to the Dave Campbell's Texas Football Computer, out of 105 teams in 3A Division II, their strength of schedule ranks 88th. So, yeah, you beat the teams that are in front of you. They have no reason to apologize for being 7-0. But make no mistake, Abernathy is the biggest test that Lubbock Roosevelt has had this year. So, can they pass it? Who am I picking? I'm going with Abernathy. The more battle-tested team gets the nod here, not only because they've run through a tougher schedule to this point, but also because I think that the defense has been underrated. I think Jess Hull and the offense get a lot of the attention, but the defense for the Antelopes has been outstanding, as evidenced by their win last week over Idalou. Now, look, for Lubbock Roosevelt, keep doing what you're doing. Okay, they have absolutely dominated everyone in their way because of their defense and that flex bone offense with Alex Trevino and Nate Gensler Jr. Keep that going, keep the ball away from Abernathy, and they have an outstanding shot of winning this game and really setting themselves up to win a district championship. But for now, I got to go with the team that's walked the tougher path. That's Abernathy. Give me Antelopes. 7 o'clock Friday night at Hufford Field in Coleman. It's a District 4 2A Division I showdown between the Coleman Blue Cats and the Cisco Lobos. Coleman, I think, flying under the radar a little bit, but despite being undefeated. The running game with Jaden Jackson has been excellent. The defense is really leading the way. This Coleman Blue Cats team, I think, is serious business. How serious are they? Let's find out this week against a bona fide Region 1 contender in Cisco. Quarterback Hunter Long has really grown up in a huge way at the quarterback spot, leading this running-based attack, and I think that they have eyes set on Arlington. Now, for Coleman, I think the defense has got to lead the way, find a way to get some stops, but for now, I like the Lobos. Give me Cisco. Let's go back up to 3A, 7:30 p.m. Friday night at Eagle Stadium in Gilmer as the West Rusk Raiders take on the Harmony Eagles. This is a true strength-on-strength matchup here. It's West Rusk's offense led by quarterback Andon Mata, which is right now the 11th best scoring offense in 3A Division II, going up against this Harmony defense, which is the 6th best scoring defense in 3A Division II, led by defensive back Kyle Bell. That's going to be the showcase matchup, but where West Rusk, I think, has the advantage is on the other side, where their defense has been pretty darn good, going up against a Harmony offense that can be explosive, but I think is pretty young, right? Filled with sophomores. I think Harmony's offense may be a year away from being something special. For now, I give West Rusk the very slight edge. Let's go to 5A, 7 o'clock Friday night at Leopard Stadium in Lucas. It's the other matchup of unbeatens in the UIL ranks this week, as the Frisco Raccoons visit the Lovejoy Leopards in a top 10 matchup, and talk about a stylistic clash. For Frisco, this is a wing T offense. They do throw the ball a fair amount with Brandon Miazano, their quarterback, but make no mistake, this is a run-based team led by Bradford Martin. That offense feeds their defense, keeps their defense fresh. That's what makes this such a dangerous team. It's why, in my opinion, they are underrated. Going up against Lovejoy, and they're just going to let it rip. Quarterback Alexander Franklin has been fantastic. Wide receiver Jackson Lavender is one of the very best in the DFW Metroplex. And I think the real underrated part of Lovejoy is their defense, which I think has taken on some really challenging offenses and come out on top. I think that this is a game that's going to be dictated by pace. Can Frisco go on long, sustained drives, keep the ball away from Lovejoy? That's the real key in this one. A lower scoring game benefits Frisco, but I think Lovejoy's offense may be just a little bit too much. Give me the Leopards. 7 o'clock Thursday night at Northwest ISD Stadium in Justin. It is a big-time 6A clash between the South Lake Carroll Dragons and the Northwest Eaton Eagles. Let's talk a little bit about South Lake Carroll for a minute. It's been steady as she goes for Riley Dodge's Dragons. And let's talk for a moment about the underrated parts of this team. For all we talk about new quarterback Caden Anderson, big-time wide receiver RJ Maryland, I think it's been running back Owen Allen and that defense that have really led the way for the Dragons. They are quite impressive. On the other side, for Eaton, they're looking for the first district title in their program's young history, and they look really solid. Tyler Fussell, their quarterback, has been great. I really like this running back, J.B. Brown. I think he gives them a little bit of edge. He runs a little bit angry. And their defense has been pretty solid, but is the defense up for this type of challenge that they're going to get from South Lake Carroll? I think this game's going to be really close, maybe the biggest in-district challenge that South Lake's had in a little bit of a while, but I do like the Dragons to come away with a win. And 7:30 p.m. Friday night at Cougar Stadium in China Spring. It's a matchup in the 4A ranks as the China Spring Cougars take on the Salado Eagles in a matchup of two of maybe the most underrated teams in the state, in my opinion. I like both these teams a lot. Salado has 2 losses on the year, but they're 2 good losses, and since then, they have gotten humming with that slot T offense led by Aiden Wilson and Adam Benavides, and that slot T offense keeps their defense fresh, and you can see their defense has really grown as the season has gone on. Now you go up against China Spring, right? Quarterback Major Bowden, I think, is a bona fide superstar, one of the most dangerous runners in the state at the quarterback position. And here's where China Spring has the advantage. Their defense is pretty good all around, but led by Dawson Exline up front, they are especially good at stopping the run. That's going to give them the advantage in this game. I think China Spring wins it. But those are far from the only big games in Week 9 of the Texas high school football season. Let's get to the lightning round. I like Katy Pato over Fort Bend Hightower. El Dorado takes down Cristoval in a close one. And I like Lake Travis over Austin Bowie. I'm going with Wimberley over Geronimo Navarro. Pflugerville Weiss takes down Manor. And I like Cuero over Navasota. I like Burton over Granger. Give me Port Lavaca Calhoun to take down Corpus Christi Miller. And Refugio stays perfect with a win over Three Rivers. Out east, I like Mount Vernon over Winsboro. Way out west, I like El Paso del Valle over El Paso El Dorado. And somewhere in the middle, I suppose, I like Highland Park over Tyler. I like Poteet over Marion. Give me Port Arthur Memorial to take down Baytown Lee. And I'm going with Crosby to take down Port Neches Groves. Big matchup in Houston ISD. I like Houston Lamar over Houston Westside. Give me Stratford to take down Groover. And I like Galena Park North Shore over Houston CE King. Big games out west, I like Canadian over Friona. Give me Midland Legacy to take down rival Midland. And I like Wellington to get by Clarendon. Kilgore beats Henderson. Carthage takes down Rusk. And I like Canyon to beat Pampa. Give me Mercedes over Mission Vets. Give me McAllen Memorial over Brownsville Vets. And San Antonio Alamo Heights keeps rolling with a win over Bernie Champion. Hallettsville over Yoakum. Buda Johnson over Seguin. And I like Childress to take down Tulia. Give me Tehanis over Bruni. Give me Eagle Pass to take down Laredo United South. And I think Lorena keeps rolling with a win over Cameron Yo. I like Crawford over Bosqueville and Paris over Kaufman. Seymour takes down Quanah in our 6-man game of the week. I like Sterling City over Westbrook. And those are the picks. What am I wrong about? Which games did I leave out? Leave comments down below. Don't forget that subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter at DCTF, like us on Facebook, facebook.com/DaveCampbells. Follow us on Instagram, instagram.com/DaveCampbells, and of course see us at TexasFootball.com. Thanks for watching. Enjoy Week 9 of the Texas High School football season. We'll see you.